Hey everyone, and welcome back. So, Arrow has announced their June titles, and it's a nice, interesting mix here. Now, a couple of these are re-releases, but they're getting a 4K upgrade. We have a very, very cool box set, including some stuff that I'm glad is getting upgraded. So, no rambling of me. I think I've done that enough on a couple of videos lately. So, let's just dive right into it. First up, we'll do the UK only. I think, is that the only one that's UK only? I think so. UK only, and then we have 2 US only titles. So, we'll start with the UK one, and that is a 4K and also a separate Blu-ray release of the movie The Lighthouse. The movie with Willem Dafoe and Robert Pattinson from, what year was this? 2019. It's got a 4K transfer in Dolby Vision approved by the director, as well as a brand new audio commentary track by authors Guy Adams and Alexandra Benedict. Audio commentary by co-writer-director Robert Eggers. Art of Darkness, Making the Lighthouse, a brand new in-depth documentary on the film. Its production, themes, and influences feature new interviews with co-writer-director Robert Eggers, director of photography Jaron Blaschke, right? I think. Close enough. Production designer Craig Lathrop, costume designer Linda Muir, and authors Guy Adams and Alexandra Benedict. The Lighthouse Next Door, the consuming house tale of Robert Eggers' The Lighthouse, a brand new visual essay on the film and its folklore influences by author and critic Kat Ellinger. The Lighthouse, a dark and stormy tale, a 3-part documentary on the making of the film, deleted scenes, 2 theatrical trailers, and an image gallery. And again, it's a 4K release and a Blu-ray release separately, so depending on which format you want. Now again, the Blu-ray, I believe, is Region B locked, and this is UK only. And then the next 2 titles are US and Canada only, so Region A, basically. I believe one's a Blu-ray set and one's a 4K release, right? Let me dive right into it and we'll get it all sorted out. First up is a Blu-ray release of the movie Warriors 2, Hong Kong film from 1978. It's getting a new 2K restoration from original elements by Fortune Star for both the original Hong Kong theatrical cut as well as the shorter export cut. We'll have Cantonese and Mandarin mono audio for the Hong Kong theatrical cut, plus an English dub for the export cut. Commentary on the Hong Kong theatrical cut by martial arts cinema expert Frank Zhang and actor Bobby Samuels. Commentary on the export cut by action cinema experts Mike Leader and Arnie Vanima. Archival documentary The Way of the Warrior, the making of Warriors 2, featuring interviews with the stars. I could try and pronounce some of their names, but I'm probably going to butcher them, so I'll just kind of move on. Archival interview with Brian Beardy Ling Ka Yan. I think I got that okay, but you know, I hate mispronouncing names, but you know, it's a little bit of a weakness of mine. Original theatrical trailers, as well as a double-sided fold-out poster and a reversible sleeve. Now, there are 2 versions of it. There's actually the standard release as well as an Arrow Store exclusive with, looks like the original poster artwork on the cover of the outer case, which you can see right here. And again, that is Region A for that one. And the other one that's US and Canada only as well is a 4K upgrade of Kevin Smith's Mallrats. Now it looks like it's basically the same thing as their Blu-ray release. You're just getting obviously the addition of the 4K disc. Now luckily the 4K disc obviously is region free, so even though it's technically a US release, you know, wherever you live, you can pick it up. I don't think there's anything new on here. I'll double check, but it looks like it's pretty much all the same. But we will have both cuts of the film in 4K. So have the original theatrical cut as well as the extended cut. And there will also be 2 versions. One sort of a regular release, which the cover looks like matches their previous Blu-ray release, which you can see here. But then there's also an Arrow Store exclusive, which has this original, I think this is one of the original poster artworks, actually. They call it the Magic Eye slipcover, which I think got some of the movie, you know, it's like, do you see the sailboat kind of thing? I think that's what that is. In fact, I think that didn't the soundtrack, I think, actually have this cover, I think. So again, that cover is an Arrow Store exclusive, but the standard release, again, you'd be able to kind of get basically anywhere. And now we get to the 3 titles that are US, Canada, and UK. So it's a win-win for everyone. So first up is the Game Trilogy Limited Edition, which is 3 Japanese films. So it comes with The Most Dangerous Game, The Killing Game, and The Execution Game. And this is a Blu-ray set with original mono-Japanese soundtracks, newly translated English subtitles. And let's see, it's got a couple of extras. So on The Most Dangerous Game, it's got a brand new audio commentary by Chris Poggiali. I hope I pronounced that okay. and Mark Walko. The Action Man, a 30-minute interview with director Toru Murakawa. Original Japanese theatrical trailer, as well as an image gallery. So that's disc 1, and then disc 2 has the other 2 movies, The Killing Game and The Execution Game, and that has a brand new audio commentary on The Killing Game by Earl Jackson and Jasper Sharp. Brand new audio commentary on The Execution Game by Tom Mez. Remembering Yusaku Matsuda, an interview with Yutaka Oki, film critic and personal friend of Yusaku. Leave it as his first name. A Game Changer, an interview with the Execution Game screenwriter. Oh, you can see his name right there. I'm sorry, I hate mispronouncing names. I'm struggling today. As well as the original Japanese theatrical trailers for both films and image galleries as well for both. And again, this set is for both the US, Canada, and UK. And next up is a 4K upgraded release of the movie Waterworld. Now, it doesn't look like, as far as I can tell, it seems to match their previous Blu-ray release. The only difference here is we do get the theatrical cut in 4K. And it is going to have a Dolby Atmos track, as well as a 5.1 track and a 2.0 stereo option as well. And this is a 3-disc set, so the other 2 discs are Blu-rays. So disc 2 has the TV cut, and then disc 3 has the Ulysses cut, which is the extreme longer one. But it seems like all the other extras are ported over. Now, I kind of wish the longer cut was in 4K, but it is possible that just the elements are not there to make it 4K, which I do understand. So it looks like a nice edition, but I think it's pretty similar to their previous Blu-ray limited edition as well. It's just, you got obviously the 4K upgrade with the theatrical cut. And then finally, the one that actually has me probably the most excited for any of these is a new box set featuring a couple of Empire Films titles. And it's called Enter the Video Store Empire of Screams Limited Edition. And this thing looks really, really cool. Now, I think several of these, or maybe all of them, actually, now that I'm kind of skimming through these real quick. Actually, I think all of these were previously released by Scream Factory here in the States, but I think all of them are actually getting new transfers. So let's go through them real quick. So first up, it comes with the Dungeon Master, great one. Dolls, another great one. Cellar Dweller and Arena, which is way overdue for a proper release. And then finally, Robot Jocks. And of course, with the limited edition, you also get the double-sided posters, which looks like comes with, for several of, maybe all the films actually, some postcard reproductions, Arrow Video Store membership card. We'll take a look at that, the picture. That looks cool. I like that. Gimmicky, but I like it. As well as an 80-page bound book with a bunch of writings. So, all right, now let's go through each of the discs. Again, this is a Blu-ray set. So disc 1 is the Dungeon Master, and it's getting a new 2K restoration from the original negative. 3 different versions of the film, with the US theatrical version, a pre-release version, and the international version called Rage War. It's got the original mono soundtrack. It's got a new audio commentary track with star Jeffrey Byron, moderated by film critics Maddie Budrowitz and Dave Wayne. I Reject Your Reality and Substitute My Own, a new interview with star Jeffrey Byron, as well as theatrical trailers and an image gallery. Disc 2 has Dolls, the Stuart Gordon film. The new 2K restoration from the original Interpositive, original stereo mix, as well as a new audio commentary by David Ducotu, Empire alumnus and friend of Stuart Gordon. Archival audio commentary with director Stuart Gordon and writer Ed Naha. An archival audio commentary with cast members Carolyn Purdy-Gordon, Stephen Lee, Carrie Lorraine, and Ian Patrick Williams. Assembling Dolls, a new interview with Lee Percy, editor of Dolls, Reanimator, and From Beyond. Toys of Terror, The Making of Dolls, an archival featurette with Brian Usna, Purdy-Gordon, Williams, Charles Band, and Gabe Bartolis. Film to storyboard comparison, theatrical trailers, and an image gallery. So I'm glad it is porting over some of those previous extras. Next up is Cellar Dweller, and that's got additional picture restoration by Arrow Film. So I assume it's using an existing master, and then obviously they're just doing a little bit more kind of cleanup to it. Original stereo audio, as well as a new commentary track by special makeup effects artist Michael Deek, who inhabited the Cellar Dweller creature suit, moderated by film critics Maddie Budrowitz and David Wayne. Grabbed by the Ghoulies, a new appreciation of John Carl Buechler, special makeup effects artist of many Empire Pictures films and director of Cellar Dweller, which actually I'm glad that's on here. John Carl Buechler, of course, passed away a few years ago. He did so many makeup effects for a lot of those films back then, and also became a director in his own right, a cellar dweller, but probably best known for directing Friday the 13th Part 7 and coming up with that amazing Jason makeup for that film. He's somebody I wish I could have met at some point, but I'm glad they had this little tribute for him on here. Inside the Cellar, a new interview with special makeup effects artist Michael Deek, original sales sheet, original production notes, a VHS trailer, Empire Pictures trailer reel, as well as an image gallery. And then next up is the movie Arena, and this is actually some good news here, because it says here it's a new 2K restoration by Arrow Films from the last known surviving 35mm elements. Now, as a buddy of mine had reminded me, because I was like, gee, you know, how come we never got a Blu-ray of Arena before? But he reminded me that Scream Factory actually wanted to, but they couldn't find original film elements. So that's why that only came out on DVD before, which probably means that the only thing that exists for Arena, which is again, kind of sad to think about, is probably, well, not specific. I'm assuming they mean it could be a 35mm print. And as I've said before, you know, a lot of these, especially low budget films, you know, the original elements are disappearing in many ways. They're either deteriorating, or in some cases they literally are just gone. You know, who knows what happened to them. And at times the only thing we do have is maybe an original print, and I'd rather have a beat up print, you know, on home video than not have the film at all. So I'm glad that something exists that we're getting this Blu-ray release. All right, so moving on with the extras. So it's got the original stereo audio, a new commentary with director Peter Manoogian, moderated by film critics Maddie Buderowitz and Dave Wayne, alternate full-frame presentation, Not His Arena, new interview with co-writer Danny Bilson, Empire of Creatures, a new interview with special makeup effects artist Michael Deek, a theatrical trailer, and an image gallery. And then finally, to round out the set, is the movie Robot Jocks, which has a new 2K restoration from the original camera negative, original stereo audio, as well as an archive audio commentary with director Stuart Gordon. Glad they were able to carry that over. Archival audio commentary with associate effects director Paul Gentry, mechanical effects artist Mark Rappaport, and stop motion animator Paul Jessel. Crash and Burn, a new interview with actor Gary Graham. Her Name is Athena, new interview with actor Anne Marie Johnson. The Scale of Battle, David Allen and the effects of The Scale of Battle, David Allen and the FX of Robot Jocks. A new appreciation of stop-motion animator David Allen by those who knew him, featuring contributions from fellow visual effects artists Steve Berg, Yancey Calzita, Paul Gentry, Kevin Kuchaver, Dennis Murin, and John Vincent. That should be nice, because Dave Allen did some amazing work back in the day on so many different movies. I mean, you know, he really became the master of stop motion for a while. Looking back, an archival interview with actor Paul Koslow, original sales sheet, original production notes, theatrical trailer, and an image gallery. A very, very cool set. This is definitely the one that I got the most excited for when I saw this announcement. All right, well, I think I covered all of the Arrow releases. Again, these are their June titles. Now, several of them are already up for pre-order, definitely through the Arrow sites, and then other sites like Diabolic DVD, for example, and I think Grindhouse Video has them up, and a couple other places. Just waiting on the Amazon ones. Definitely an interesting assortment of titles here. Again, at least for me, I'm definitely most excited about that Empire box set. And I do want to give just a very, very quick update on that Creepshow 4K release that is coming. Definitely looks like, yeah, I'm still going to keep it in rumor until we actually have that official announcement from Scream Factory, but it definitely looks like it is indeed coming, slated for June. The NECA thing, I don't know. I mean, again, that was my just guessing. I don't know whether or not we'll get a NECA figure or not. I'm just so happy that we will be getting Creepshow in 4K. So just waiting on the official announcement, and then obviously I will do a video right away on it. I'd say probably within the next week or so, maybe even less than that. Hopefully not before I get this video up. If not, I'll try and do another video today as quickly as possible. But for sure, we should be getting the announcement for the 4K of the original Creepshow anytime now. And I will be so ready to get my pre-order in. You have no idea. Well, actually, you guys know. You guys know. You guys know. Anyway, so that's it for this video. Definitely let me know your thoughts on any of these announcements. Do keep an eye out. I actually do have a couple videos coming out. I just got a little behind. I actually do have another review that I just need to finish editing and get uploaded, as well as a couple other videos. So keep an eye out for those. And as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one.